And we have Okay, are you ready? Yeah, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we are this morning together with my sister here, Senior Counsel, Mother Karua, and we also accompanied by legislator Senator Dan Maanzo, Senator Agnes Kavindu, Mheshimiwa Mawadhe, and very many MCAs also. We have the majority leader. Is he here in the county assembly?
On your left.
Oh, he's on the left. Bwana Kaende, and we have Mheshimiwa Musangi, Mheshimiwa Mudhoni, and then, even more importantly, of course, we can Gen Z guys here, Kamau and Wambugu. But we have, more importantly, representatives of retirees from Kenya Railways. And that is amazing because today we call a spade a spade. Today we continue to say no to grabbing of public. And therefore, I'll make this brief statement. I'll read it out for avoidance of doubt. And then our sister mother may want, and then we can have representatives of the retirees saying one or two things. Fellow Kenyans, and this is with reference to a particular land reference. By the way, Integrity Center, Orthodox Church and Integrity Center, this is the land, the railway land we are addressing. 209/1064, stroke 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Valley Road, Nairobi, property of Kenya Railways retirees. And we have to make a distinction. This is property of Kenya Railways retirees, not property belonging to Kenya Railways, and that will come out clearly. We live in very interesting times, and times that are clearly very unique. We have all seen what has been happening in the last 2 days. Presidential motorcade, gets people killed, people don't care, where people have a sense of hopelessness, even take the law in their own hands because they see and they sense nothing but hopelessness. And this wanton disregard of people's feelings, I think that is what is making Kenyans really feel terrible. And a good example was made. We just followed this president to State House so that we are not interested in getting 20 million that he gave to a bishop. We just wanted lunch. That is a state of hopelessness in our country. The government, and now unfortunately even empathy has been swept under the carpet, while blatant greed and wanton theft, backed by state instruments of power, is holding sway over Kenyan people. The government, William Ruto, does not care about the aging retirees who own land reference number that, and I've just read it out, in Valley Road, on Valley Road. These retirees who are here today, they're representatives, and I think they're in their thousands. We'll be able to hear from their representative how many of them are actually in that category. These retirees were sent home by Kenya Railways without their pension. Kenya Railways, pursuant to a cabinet memo, vested in their retirement scheme this subject property. It has come to their shocking attention that a person high up in government who has the knack of grabbing public land is at it again. They have chased the poor pensioners out of their property on Valley Road, and of the sale, which was conducted openly. A tender was issued, and then the highest bidder was given the right to buy at 400 million Kenya shillings. And the purchaser has actually gone on to pay 320 million. There's a balance of 79 million. All that money has gone to the retirees. Now they want the balance of 79 million out of this property. There are several other properties, so that we have Kenyans living in dignity when they leave their places of employment. So this is what is happening. Of course, the way forward out of this matter is we recommend strongly that the retirees move to court. In the meantime, if William Ruto has any heart, he should stop. Should stop what is going on here. Mother.
Okay, I think you have heard the certificate is in the name of Kenya Railways Corporation. But you have also heard that via a cabinet memo in 2000, 4th of May, 2005, that was the Kibaki era.
Yes.
This land was given to the retirees. Why? Because one of our state corporations, Kenya Railways, had mismanaged itself to the extent of not being able to pay their pensions.
That's right.
So they paid them in kind via this land. So this land, although the title didn't change, the beneficial owners are the retirees. It's not available to the government of Kenya or to any land grabber to lay hands on, because it has owners who are the retirees. This land has already been sold following the steps that should be taken in any legal sale. They have been paid 320 million out of the 400. Only 80 million is pending. And I believe it was sold to a Kenyan. They will be able to say that. Now, I want you to know, the last statement my brother made was that a person high up in government, the indications and the information coming to the retirees, it is that it is William Ruto or members of his family. Either him or his children, to be precise. And there is a pattern. Any land where he is mentioned as the one grabbing, ever since he took the seat of the presidency in this country, the characteristics are sending GSU, not just regular police, GSU. So he grabs using state machinery. In Dabibi, where I visited, the owners, old people and their families who acquired this land in the 60s and took possession in 74, it is GSU. It is the local police who have kept them away from their land. Now, this land belonging to railway, away, GSU. Once you see police involvement, the onus shifts to William Ruto. And if he says he is not the one, he must tell us who it is. He's the chairman of the Security Council, which comprises, among others, the police and the NIS. They must know who is this trying to take food from the mouth of pensioners. Who is this trying to use state machinery to grab the land? I'm therefore once again asking Dr. William Ruto directly, come clean. Come clean. In Dabibi, after your name was mentioned, titles were manufactured in the name of a third party. So now there is a third party, the man behind MKU, who is now the face of the grabbing at Dabibi. But GSU are still there. So you know it is still William Ruto, because Jane Kehara, MP of Naivasha, had let the cat out of the bag. Yeah. She had publicly said it is owned by William Ruto. We are now telling him GSU has appeared in land owned by retirees. the information is that it's you or members of your family, in particular your children. Come clean and tell us why GSU are there. Tell us if it is not you, then who is it? Grabbing has escalated during this rogue KK regime. Unfortunately, Ruto himself has been associated with so much grabbing in this country. And I can give you one as a testimony. This procession way, he had grabbed it during the Moi era. He returned it after the Dongo report. He had already taken a loan of 100 million. He had to pay the loan back. I don't know how he would be accessing State House without procession way, which he had grabbed. We all remember the story of Weston, which went to court, and he was told to return the land or pay market price. He has never shown us receipts that he paid the Kenya Airports Authority. Can you tell us whether you are using state machinery to grab, to satiate your appetite for land? If you are not the one, then tell us who. That is the long and short, but we will not sit as Kenyans, maovu ya kitawala. We will stand with these retirees until they get back their lands. In the name of the sovereignty of the Kenyan citizen, we hereby direct you. If it is you, return the land. Stop interfering with the pensioners' land. If it is not you, we direct you to get whoever it is to return this land. In the name of our sovereignty as the people of Kenya. We need to unite to liberate ourselves from land grabbing. We need to unite to liberate ourselves from oppression. I want to thank the retirees for coming forward to consult my brother, and my brother for asking me to come and lend my voice in this. And I want to beg, I will have to rush somewhere else, so when I sleep out, do not take it as negative. I had also forewarned them, but we will stand to this, to support the retirees until their land is restored. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mother. We now hear Mr. Ibuga, is it?
Amuma.
Amuma. Mr. Amuma, on behalf of the retirees.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I believe you have heard it all. This is what I want to say. Around 2005, 2006, Kenya Railways management were unable to pay pension to the pensioners. After some consultation and through engagement of actuarial people, it was agreed that some property would be transferred to the pensioners, and the figure was 12.4 billion as at that time. After more consultations, it was also agreed that the government be involved, and therefore a legal notice was issued for the transfer of the property. We have sold 10 properties, and we are remaining to dispose of some 11 properties. The issue or the problem at hand is with regard to what you have already heard, land reference number 209/1064, parcels 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, Valley Road, next here, Nairobi. These properties were transferred to the scheme together with other properties, as I've already shown, and then the same was advertised. This property at Valley Road was advertised by the trustees, Corporate and Pension Trust Services Limited, who were then the sole trustees appointed by the Kenya Railways Corporation. The same was won by one Mahadi, who has yet to receive title deeds currently being held by Kenya Railway Corporation, who have not transferred the same who have not transferred the same to Mahadi. Since the sale process has not been completed, the property still belongs to the trustees of the Kenya Railways Corporation. I repeat, since the sale property has not been completed, the property is still the property of Kenya Railway Staff Retirement Benefits Scheme or owned by the trustees. Points to note is that the scheme is just a subsidiary. The scheme is not a subsidiary to Kenya Railway Corporation. I repeat, we are as a scheme not under Railway Corporation. Kenya Railway is a sponsor of Kenya